Coming up on Too Weak to Write.
I've gone mad. I've gone completely mad. If you're really magic, I never want to die.
Okay, big moves on this podcast. I actually updated the author portion. I did not include the title, but I included my name.
Yes.
That's a big,
yes.
Kayla, that's a big move for me. So
every time so far, it's been unscripted. It's a script title, author. Yeah, a date. It doesn't say anything, actually.
Why even leave the front page?
I don't know why he does this.
Okay, so for reading this, there's there's a lot of action at the front, so there's not too much talking right off the top. There is one main character who has the most dialogue. Would you like to take that role, Kayla?
Okay, I'll try.
Nice.
I'll definitely try.
You can choose
I like it
because secondary character instead.
No, it's good because then I can practice.
Yeah. Also, the dialogue's garbage.
But also, I apologize.
No, totally fine. I also have I'll read the what's it called? The narration, David. What's the word I'm looking for? Like all the shit that's not talking. I'll read that.
Screen. There's a word, and I know this word. I'm a professional screenwriter. Yeah, there we go. Scene description.
And David, you can read.
Just made it up.
Sure.
You can read every other character, David. There's two. You can be Gino, Rachel, and a lawyer.
Question: do any of them have accents?
You can. Well, Gino, you could give him just like a very stereotypical Italian accent, some like New Jersey shit.
Every sentence with gabagool.
And
every it's always doing this.
So Kayla, you're gonna play Jaime. I will play the news announcer and the rabbit for the rabbit scenes.
Do you have any character descriptions for me about?
No,
we'll get into this. Yeah,
I'm sorry. The rabbit talks.
You'll see the whole thing with the rabbit.
I peruse David's scripts before reading them. I didn't get the opportunity to this time, so this is gonna be fun.
This is the worst thing I've ever written. It's really bad.
It's almost bad as Dolphin.
And okay, so the prompt is a character, a character script. What's it called? Sketch. I have like no description on what the character's like. I attempted to. I gave up immediately, and the way that I took it was, it was about writing a character you wouldn't normally write about. I tried to write about a like villain as the main character instead of usually my main characters are like it's innocent people or something.
No, they're not. Your main character is usually bloody revolutionaries. I read plenty of scripts. Every single one of them is basically a fucking a terrorist attacker.
Oh my god!
Okay, that's
a manifesto.
Yeah, but in like a sci-fi way, so it's like
a sci-fi manifesto.
Okay.
Yeah, so I fell into the same, like I didn't do good with the prompt because I fell into the same thing where I just rely on trying to make an interesting world and then my characters are just pure garbage. So Kayla, bring whatever you want to this. She has one bit of description for her character and it's that she's wearing a brown coat. So do with that what you will.
But just the coat. It's just,
the
coat.
I picture her like she's a little bit austere. And this is in like a collapsing environmental apocalypse world. Let me Google what
that word means.
No, I just mean like
severe.
She's like she's like a severe woman, kind of very like yes, okay, and she's a bit
so like Shirley, how I was trying to do Shirley.
Yeah, sure, but Shirley, if Shirley were like a psychopath, like I think these people who like. They're like normal people and they're in society, but you're kind of like that person would commit a murder if it benefited them. Like, I think that is this character. Yeah. Okay. So, exterior, street. We see an empty street in a quaint coastal town. Mist hangs above the town, filtering through the trees like sinister fingers. We see our protagonist, Jaime, walking down the street. She walks on the sidewalk along a forested section of road. Something catches her attention out the corner of her eye. We see something small and brown move behind a tree.
Was that a rabbit?
We see a still shot of the woods. We cannot see any living creature besides the trees. The wind sways the leaves gently as the mist does its mysterious dance.
It was just my mind.
Cut to exterior wharf. That was amazing, Kayla. We see rows of neat little seaside homes and stores. Many stores are boarded up. There is spray paint over one that says, "God help us all." Jaime opens the door to a store marked Jamie's Seaside Gifts. Inside, she turns on the radio. Again, this is a similar character, David. I didn't realize we did this.
Is this
I'll do the radio host. You'll do
Gotcha.
every other character.
Oh, yeah.
Thousands reported dead and missing as famine and civil unrest sweep the continent. What some have been calling the Great Collapse has finally made it to our borders. Following the disappearance of all insects, the Ministry of Agriculture predicts mere months before most of the food chain dies off. But up next, one local dog who hasn't been eaten yet has a very special trick up his paws. So this is the world we're in. Jaime turns the radio station and reggae music starts to play. By the way, I've contrasted the darkness of the world with reggae music.
I love how the first scene is not being able to see a rabbit. The second scene is, this is a post-apocalyptic fucking world, by the way. It's like the society has collapsed.
No, but that's why it's weird, because she's like, can't be a rat. There's no living creatures left. The food chain is collapsing. Gotcha. So she's like, rat? What? Must be my head.
Also, I like how you described it as a brown rabbit. Almost every rabbit in television is white. So this is great. I love the diversity, bud.
We stand the representation.
We stand the representation, yeah.
Jaime turns the radio station and reggae music starts to play. It is very happy and uplifting. A station wagon pulls up outside and a stout, scraggly man gets out. He pulls a cardboard box out from the back seat and brings it inside.
Hey, this is the last of it, Jaime.
Oh gosh, thanks.
Gino places the box down on the counter. Jaime goes over to it and reaches in. We see the box is full of oyster shells.
Wow, Gino, I can't believe this is it. I can't believe that's it.
Yeah, you got it.
Sorry.
The whole bay's clears out. It's a goddamn mess, Jaime. Whole world's gone to hell.
Well, thank you for bringing me this. I've got your pay somewhere here.
Hey, don't worry about it, Jaime. We ate for a night. That's what matters. Look, Jaime, you gotta get out of here.
Gino.
Gino. Gino. Come on. My sister has a place up north. I'm taking the whole family, Mary, my father, the kids.
My whole world is the store.
There's a hurricane every week in the Atlantic. Australia has elected an inland taipan as a supreme ruler. Our lives are over now. We just gotta survive. I lost the accent.
Your accent's all over the place. Oh, and Kayla, feel free. Like, you don't have to nail every word. Bring whatever you want to the character.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
quick question.
My work is still here. Oh, okay, go.
No. You can read.
I can come back to it.
Okay.
We'll cut in a second.
Well, my work is still here, and I've got plenty of it. Thanks again, Gino.
Listen, my father-in-law grew up farming. We're gonna pollinate the plants by hand or something, eh? Do you know what insects to use? You know? God damn it! I miss salami. Can't believe the animals are gone.
So he is just an Italian stereotype.
Gabagool.
I miss the gabagool.
So what were you gonna say, David? So pretty much she runs a quaint, like, you ever been in a small seashore town and they have those gift shops on the water and they just sell like trinkets and garbage?
Yeah.
Live, laugh, love type of stuff.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
that's
the
very
sand
important.
in the bottle.
Yes, exactly.
See, that's very important context, and I'm happy to have it, but that was not my question. My question is, isn't an inland... What's an inland taipan? Is that like a fucking big-ass rodent, like a capybara?
Taipan. Inland
like,
taipan is like
taipan?
mainland, like non-coastal. Taipan is a country.
No, Taipan is a snake. Taiwan is a country.
I was thinking of Taipei. I don't even think Taipei is a country.
Okay, cool.
I think you're right. Taipei is it's a city.
It's a city in Taiwan.
So
welcome to geography.
I learned last year that there is a snake called the inland taipan, which I think is like one of the most poisonous ones in Australia. I was just trying to say, the world has devolved so much that a poisonous snake is now the ruler of Australia. Like the system is collapsed.
What's the snake eating if all the rabbits are dead?
Well, I haven't. David, you're asking good questions about the world.
I love your world building. I love it. I try to learn more. All right.
So that's where we're at right now. So cut to. So they have this conversation, and then she's in the shop. Reggae music is still playing. We see Jaime painting the oyster shells white. With a black brush, she paints letters over the shells with beachy slogans like, "My other home is a sand castle. It's 1 o'clock somewhere. No bad days at the beach." She's just holding on to the brightness.
No worries.
Cut to
a thing. Just exactly.
Cut to
every
the street.
Little thing is gonna be all right. Yeah, no worries.
Jaime locks the shop up behind her. A woman walks up behind her and slides a key into the door next to her shop. Rachel, the owner of the block, turns to look at Jaime.
So this is a landlord in a post-apocalyptic land, right?
Yeah.
The shop's been looking nice, Jaime.
Thanks. Someone's got to still have hope for this town. We'll pull through.
About that, Jaime, I'm really sorry. I'm selling the unit. My brother has a whole compound he and his wife have spent years on, and I've got to get there before I can't.
So, what does that mean for me?
The banks are giving cash for any property you don't want. I'm sorry, I just can't anymore.
I'll buy the place. I'll get the money. I just need some time, but...
I'm sorry. They're giving me the cash this week. I don't know what to tell you, but good luck.
Cut to grocery store. She's going to lose the place. Jaime walks alone through the empty aisles of the grocery store. There are no employees working. There are no other shoppers. The shelves are bare. The meat section is empty. In the vegetable section, there is only a pile of onions. One shelf is stocked with loaves of bread. Jaime grabs an onion and a loaf of bread and walks towards the counter. Instead of a cashier, there's a handwritten sign that says, "My kid's sick. Honor system," with a bowl that has a few pieces of change in it. Jaime throws a few quarters into the bowl and begins to walk away. She stops short, turns around, and scoops all the money out of the bowl before walking away briskly.
Oh no, the situation's turning her against her normal morals.
Yeah, so she's like a bit of a bad person, She's not totally a rule follower.
Hey David, I need you to do me a favor real quick.
Yeah.
I want you to close your eyes.
Yep.
And spell Jaime.
I knew this was going to come up. I think it's supposed to be spelled Jaime.
Okay, got it.
I think it can be either way, no?
But
it can be. It can be, but it can't be switching back and forth of the script several times.
Maybe it's a little ode. Maybe it's a little ode to the years I spent in Montreal, where her name also means gem.
So she has two names
That's
to be gem.
But you're right. I don't know how to spell.
Maybe it's like one is the bad Jaime and then one is the good Jaime that's still trying to.
Oh, now it's making sense.
It was all on purpose.
Jaime is a fucking thief. Jmie is a good girl. We got this. Okay.
Oh boy. Exterior street. Jaime walks home along the same empty street as before. The woods are just off from the sidewalk. The mist seeps through the trees, and something catches her eye. She turns sharply, and we see a rabbit bounce. It stops, and they lock eyes with one another.
What?
She drops her bags and takes a step into the woods. The rabbit bounces down a hole. Jaime walks up to the hole and peers in. I also can't spell hole, by the way. We see a faint rabbit eyes down the hole. She reaches her arm in, and the rabbit scurries deeper.
Hey, Mr. Rabbit, how do you survive out here? There's not supposed to be any of you left.
Cut to a flashback. It's the backyard of Jamie's childhood home. We see a verdant landscape open up from behind a house. An old man teeters back and forth on a rocking chair. His belly is large and full. So that's the other thing that I didn't do a good job of. Okay, just pretend like this entire script, we keep seeing shots where like her tummy rumbles. Like people are chronically hungry and starting to starve. That's why everyone's like talking about food and stuff. Everybody's hungry. So now we flash back to the past.
When they're not
we see
hungry.
Her grandfather, he's got a nice full belly. He's well fed. Yeah. A young Jamie runs through the field. The long grass is swaying in the wind. She comes up to behind the house.
Hey, kid, I got something for you.
Yeah, Grandpa.
Yeah, I made it just the other day. It's a rabbit's foot for good luck.
Grandpa holds out a rabbit's foot on a keychain. He passes it to Jamie.
Whoa, it's so soft. Is it real?
It is real, and it's good luck. Just make a wish, and it'll come true.
He's so creepy.
Yeah, he's not supposed to be creepy. You made him creepy. He's supposed to be creepy. He's supposed to be a nice grandpa.
Okay. Should I go back?
No.
I interpreted the grandpa as just seeming creepy, but he's really a nice guy. The world has bad perceptions.
This is in the past when things were good.
Yeah, he can still be perceived as creepy in the past. No. He's a good guy.
He's a nice grandpa.
Yeah, you guys are seeing him as evil. I was playing him as a nice guy who's misunderstood. Did you know he's a Vietnam War hero, Grandpa?
Oh my god, that is not a good grandpa.
Yeah, it really depends what he was doing in the Vietnam War.
Oh yes, okay. He was actually
the takeaway he got from the war.
By war hero, I mean he's a bartender. Either. He was a bartender.
This could also be like a North Vietnamese grandpa. We have not established race. He could have liberated his country.
He's someone's hero.
We stand that representation.
Yeah. Okay.
We're represented here.
Her bedroom. Jamie wakes up from a dream, so the flashback's over. The light is just barely over the horizon. It's early. She wipes the sleep from her face and looks out the window. Her eyes narrow as she knows what she must do. It cut to the kitchen. She sits at her kitchen table, ripping apart an old shirt. She is ripping it into thin pieces. She is taking 2 pieces at a time and twisting them together, tying them to the next piece. She's using an old shirt to make thin cordage. I wrote this whole thing and then realized later she could just have string. I don't know. It was like post-apocalyptic, so I was like, she has to make the string. But she owns a fucking craft store. So just, you know what? She goes to the craft store. She gets some string. The radio's on.
She goes
to
the string aisle.
More dead as massive dust storms and tornadoes blow through the nation's former breadbasket. There are no estimates to the actual toll of destruction, but as you know, the future grows increasingly uncertain, which is why our broadcast is sponsored by Nike. When you hold your loved ones tight, in between running for your lives, you're going to want a shoe that both supports and... Jamie turns the radio to reggae music.
I love that in your post-apocalyptic world, the things that are constant are the banks and fucking sponsorships. Like, it's great.
Cut to the woods. Jamie approaches the hole she saw the rabbit in. She grabs a stick and shoves it deep into the ground just next to the hole. She takes out the cordage she made and ties it to the stick. She ties the rope into a large loop and places it around the hole. We see her take a small piece of onion and put it just outside the hole. She steps away slowly.
David, I just fucking read what's below this line.
So, yeah.
You didn't have to write that.
Oh
you could have just said that.
Yeah, the next paragraph.
Holy shit, this should be. Let me read it and what I read it in my head. Holy shit! Holy shit! There should be another scene here, but I didn't write anything. God damn it! I'm sick. Just cut to later in the day.
And we cut to later in the day.
Oh my god!
Exterior.
You didn't have to write anything.
So she goes, she has a day, something else happens that develops the plot, but I couldn't think of anything. So she comes back later. She's walking along the sidewalk again towards the woods where the trap is. She's 50 yards away, but she's squinting to see if she caught anything. In the distance, we can see something moving just outside the rabbit den. Jaime begins running towards it. A rabbit is caught in the snare that Jaime built. It's struggling, but can't break free. The rope has tightened around its neck.
Oh my God, it's true.
The rabbit speaks. Holy shit! Oh, let go of me. No, no, no.
What?
Jamie's holding the
I
rabbit.
thought
in
I
her
throw
hands.
the rabbit.
Shocked. Yeah. So the rabbit's talking, and this
I caught
is
a
not
rabbit.
a world.
I caught a rabbit.
This is not...
I thought rabbits were extinct.
And the rabbit's fucking talking. Like, it's not a world where rabbits talk. That's what I tried to establish. Okay, no, you were right. I talked over that.
Yeah.
So real world, post-apocalyptic real world, except the world's ending. And then she catches this rabbit. She's like, yeah, I'm going to eat good tonight. And then it talks.
And then it talks, right,
okay.
dude? Right,
yeah, okay.
dude?
That's bad or good. Depends on your perception, really, of rabbits talking.
Well, you
can
can't
read your
eat
line
it
again,
now.
Kayla.
I mean, I caught a rabbit. I caught a rabbit. I thought rabbits were extinct.
Oh, you gotta listen to me. I'm not a rabbit. Please, let me go. It's me.
And it talks? I've gone mad. I've gone completely mad. Oh no, that was under the breath.
Yeah. Oh, you did. You brought something. Jaime takes a step back for a second, and the rabbit's still in her grasp. She has wide eyes and a slack jaw as she gazes down at the rabbit.
You can't be real.
Is this real? And the rabbit jerks its head around and bites her hand.
Ow!
Jaime yanks one hand back, holds the rabbit by the back of its neck with her other hand. Her bitten hand is bleeding, and she sucks on the cut.
You're real, or I've gone truly mad.
Jamie's stomach rumbles loud. The rabbit and Jaime both stop as they hear it, and they glance at her stomach. I'm imagining this like a... Oh, no. You can't do this. Not like this. Jaime seems detached from what is happening.
A real rabbit.
She reaches her other hand out to hold the rabbit's body. Her grip tightens. No! We see a close-up of Jamie's hands as she twists the net quick. Cut to black.
Jesus, I was not ready for that. I was not ready for a fucking snap its neck.
So she's hungry. It's the apocalypse. There's no rabbits. She finds the last rabbit. It fucking talks. Her stomach growls, and she does what she needs to do. Remember, she was at the grocery store. There's nothing but onions.
God.
This rabbit, though.
Something's off.
It smells good.
Jaime sits at the table, fastening a metal keychain onto the rabbit's paw. Into the kitchen next to her, there's a pot on the stove with the heat on underneath it.
Smells good.
Jamie's stomach rumbles.
And you are now good luck, aren't you?
Jaime gets up and ladles the rabbit and onion stew into a bowl. She sits at the table and takes a bite of it. Her eyes close in ecstasy. The radio cuts in. Special bulletin. The federal government has no plans to step in as foreclosures mount across the country. But tonight at 6, we spoke to a little boy who invented a machine that can harness the power of our constant tornadoes for good. The radio resumes playing reggae.
I wish I owned my shop. Then I wouldn't have to worry about money.
David, what the fuck does that mean?
It's a little confusing. I just wanted to keep writing, because right now the world's bad. So I wanted to keep having the radio host come in with like horrible shit.
No. I'm talking about the last thing Jaime just fucking said. I wish I owned my shop. What does that mean?
So she has the rabbit's foot. What I tried to establish in the flashback was that the grandpa said, these rabbit's feet, they're lucky. If you make a wish, it'll come true. So that's the flashback that she had. So now she has the rabbit's foot, and she's like, oh, you're good luck, aren't you? And then she makes a wish on it. And her shop's getting taken from her right now. So she goes, I wish I owned my shop.
She owns her shop, and she can't.
No, she's renting
No.
it. She's renting it.
Rachel owns it, remember?
Yeah.
She owns the building. She doesn't own the shop. I feel like that is a distinction.
Oh, well, I mean, isn't that how landlording? I don't know shit about landlording, but I thought that's how it worked. So her
she was
first
renting.
wish here.
She's literally renting the shop.
It's like now she can't afford her mortgage instead of affording her rent. Gotcha.
Yes. So her first wish is that she wishes she'd own the shop, so she wouldn't have to worry about money, which is kind of a selfish wish in this world. But we've already established that she's not the best person.
Yeah, maybe wish that there were people to shop in your shop.
Yeah. You know, maybe wish I didn't just eat the last rabbit. I wish there was more rabbits I could eat.
She does eat the rabbit.
Yeah.
Exterior shop. Jamie walks up to her shop front and slides the key in the door. A man in a suit walks up behind her.
Ma'am, are you Jamie?
Yes. Is something the matter?
I am the executor of Rachel Windsor's estate. Rachel tragically passed from sudden illness last night. Her will is very clear. She leaves everything to her brother except for this unit, which she leaves solely to you.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. Here's the deed. Hands her the paper. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I mean, yes. Tragic.
Jamie takes the paper and dances. She takes the paper and steps inside. The lawyer walks away. As the door closes, she becomes elated with joy.
Yes.
She stops and takes the rabbit paw out of her pocket.
You little lucky bastard. You actually work. And to think, I was so hungry I thought you spoke. And now I feel like a little girl again.
She turns the radio on and reggae music starts pumping out. The music is easygoing and full of good cheer. Every time we talk about reggae, I always describe that reggae is easygoing, just in case people are confused.
Reggae is very chill.
She dances around the shop, holding the rabbit foot.
What else can you do, huh?
Jamie clutches it in her hands and holds it up in front of her.
You know what I want more than anything? I want to eat meat again. I want to eat real food. I am holding my vape as the rabbit foot.
That's perfect. Good commitment to character. The radio cuts out. Special bulletin. Following the absolute collapse of the eastern edges of the continent and our ongoing radio silence from our colleagues at every other news station around the world, we can only imagine that for most of us, the worst has come. If you are still alive, you can count yourself as the lucky ones. On the bright side, the federal government says that that enough people have died that they actually now have supplies for the survivors. They claim now that they have enough frozen meat and vegetables on hand to get us through the next year, and that trials of new vegetables that do not require pollination by insects have been a success and will roll out this next growing season. For us, the survivors, I am sure this is welcome news.
Oh my God. It can't be. You
Jamie
absolute delight. Okay.
She howls with joy and takes out the front door.
Rabbit foot, more like rabbit foot, more like monkey's paw. Am I right?
Yeah, it's just a monkey's paw script. Everything is just that. It's a complete ripoff.
David, I love when you have a long radio host text because I'm convinced you just think of a science fact to throw in there every time. You're like, insects to pollinate. I'm like, yeah, that's right, buddy.
Well, I had to establish how they're gonna grow food again. Yeah, he says a lot of shit, but just explains, hey, this is the plan. Magically, little, how you say that, Deus Ex Machina, whatever the fuck. A little bit of hand of God here. But the rabbit's paw worked. That's the takeaway.
Yeah.
So she jumps out the front door. We cut to the grocery store. A single employee pulls out the packets of frozen beef in the beef aisle. Very quick turnaround on this government here. They're already stocking the shelves. Another employee is putting out cans of vegetables.
My God, it can't be.
She grabs a packet of frozen steak. The front is stamped with Ministry of Agriculture, surplus beef. She hugs it tight to her chest.
Everything's getting better.
Just wait until you try the peppers.
Oh my
Just some
God.
comic relief. We cut to home. Jamie dances around the room while reggae music pumps. An empty plate with the ends of steak and peppers lie on her table. She holds her stomach, which is gorged with delicious food. Satisfied. While we are entering what is hopefully the twilight of an age that has seen such death and destruction, let us all remember how we got here, and be grateful just to be in the now. And to remind you the joys of having dreams, our broadcast is sponsored by Casper Mattresses. Jamie starts winding down for the night. The rabbit foot is fastened to her belt loop. She brushes her teeth and begins getting ready for bed. She snuggles up under the covers and pulls the rabbit foot out and holds it in front of her face.
We made it. We actually made it. Things are finally getting better. All that death. And I only have one wish now. If you're really magic, I never want to die. Please, little rabbit foot, you have done so much, but let's just you and me live forever.
Jamie lays back on her pillow and her eyes close. We fade out. We cut to the rabbit's den. The rabbit's eyes open. What? Where am I? I need to get up and open my store. The rabbit scrunches its eyes and uses its little paws to clear them. What? No! Oh my God! What? Jamie, the rabbit, frantically looks around in her den before realizing what has happened. No! Things were getting better. What is this? What is this?
Jesus.
She's getting more and more scared, running around her den. She runs towards the dim light at the end of her den and runs for it. Her little rabbit feet scrambling as she goes. As she breaks into the sunlight, the rope tightens around her neck. No! The human Jamie comes up running.
Oh my God! A rabbit! It exists!
Oh! Jamie grabs the rabbit. Let go of me! This is supposed to be the same scene that we've already seen before.
This is evil, David.
No, you don't
God.
understand! Let go of me! Jamie's stomach rumbles loudly, and both her and the rabbit stop and look at her stomach. This is the what? The long pause. Cut to exterior street. Jamie walks along the street, the dead rabbit slung under her arm. The camera zooms up and above her as she walks. They become a tiny point as the camera moves further and further away into the sky. We see the whole town. The title card of the movie shows up on the screen. Rabbit's Foot. Fade to black.
Ooh. So
Wow,
who's Jamie?
Wow.
Is it like multiple times, like the timeline just keeps going and going?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That took a dark fucking twist.
But then she lives forever.
She gets to live forever.
That's how she lives.
But she's stuck in a
forever.
cycle of like 2 days where she gets to enjoy the rabbit, think that things are getting better, and then become the rabbit and go through hell.
Wow, that's awful.
Oh, that's
Dude, good script. That's
that was great.
You could be a little short little film about this. Maybe get rid of, the fucking landlord shit at the beginning. You can make like a little post-apocalyptic film about this. That'd be good.
We should meet up in later in the year when we can.
Yeah.
And we'll film this.
Spend my hard-earned vacation days flying out to Madrid to film a script about a woman eating herself in a perpetual cycle forever.
We can't shoot it in Spain. Although it'd be fun. But we have to shoot it in like a misty. The whole time I was imagining that it's like England somehow. Like some little fishing village.
Okay, we'll meet halfway then. All right, halfway between Wisconsin and Spain. That's England, right?
It's probably closer to Montreal.
I feel like it's like the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll film it on a barge, an oil barge.
International waters. We don't even need funding.
Yeah. No taxes on this production.
Yeah.
Dude,
So-
this was it was.
Yeah, I
It
like
was
that
fun.
a lot. Are you gonna keep writing? Writing it?
I mean, I guess I could refine it and make it like an attempt at a decent script, because a lot of times I just fall back on the fact that it's easier to write something dumb and funny than it is to write a good script. So I could change a lot of things, but I think there's like maybe an idea in there. I like the time loop at
For
the end.
sure.
It is It is a ripoff of like it's a combination of like the monkey's paw stories where like you get this magical thing, it gives you what you want, but at a cost, combined with just like I guess a little bit of a not time travel, but like time loop.
Listen, out of everything you sent me and read, I feel like this is the closest to being like a good short film. Like this is like you texted me, this is the worst thing I've ever written. I'm like, and until the last page, I thought that might be true. When we got to the last page, I'm like, no, David, there's something here.
Yeah, it's definitely like the idea is really good.
Yeah,
and honestly, I'm not like the best writer, but I thought it was super interesting.
Yeah, but you committed as an actor. That was some great stuff.
Kayla, you're an amazing actress. You're an amazing everything.
The dance part killed me, and then also cuddling up at night with the little jewel pen.
Can we talk about my voice acting work?
your Gino accent.
My Gino accent had layers, baby.
It started so
Let's talk about
Grandpa. Grandpa.
He was a nice guy. You guys just
let's hear your nice grandpa. Let's hear your nice, less creepy grandpa.
Okay, let me go back. Let me scroll up to the grandpa lines. Let me just. Let me see. Grandpa. Was that before or after? Okay. Hey, kid, I got something for you. Yeah,
Grandpa. Oh shit! I am not reading it.
I'll read it myself. I'll do it myself.
I stopped sharing the document.
Yeah. Hey, kid, I
got something for you. Yeah, Grandpa.
Yeah, I made it just the other day. It's a rabbit's foot for good luck.
Whoa, it's so soft. Is it real?
It is real, and it's good luck. Just make a wish, and it'll come true. All right, kiddo. Rustles your hair.
That's better.
Come on.
It was still.
I feel like it's just Davo's voice now at this point.
Yeah, just condescending.
You have to be a man, an old man who has seen the world, passing down his wisdom to a young child.
Oh,
he's giving her.
Now you made it weird. Not weird. Not in a weird way.
Okay. Hey, kid, I got something for you. I see it only two ways: either weird or just a really nice. Nothing in between.
Hey, kid. Okay, that's true.
Yeah,
I can't do it either
kid.
now.
I think it starts with "Hey, kid," ending in a bad note.
Hey, kid.
Hey, kid. You want to see some magic? That's like the beginning of a therapy session.
This feels like a therapy session. All right, Kayla, did you have fun today? Thank you for joining us.
I had so much fun. I don't think I've read anything this long in like 2 years.
Last time we asked Lawrence if you could see one of these be made into a TV show and you had the ability to produce it, which one would you choose?
Aw, both of them. I'm interested to see what both of you can do.
Oh, thank you.
In terms of like, well, since you wrote like from the perspective or like you wrote for something that you totally hated, I genuinely like Hernan's was like something that I would like actually watch.
This is 2 for 2 for you,
like
bud.
the sci-fi kind of like trapped in hell type, post-apocalyptic type thing. That's cool. That was really up my alley. But I like yours too. I want to see you punch it up and make it more like you're making fun of them and not like you're. I mean, I guess you are, but.
If it were a satire, if it were like a full-on satire.
Yeah, right now it's a political dramedy. Soon it'll become a satire.
It's in that like valley between obviously a joke and too close to what people actually say on the air.
Yeah. No, 100% right. All right. Thank you, Kayla. Do you want to suggest a prompt for the next time?
And I'll say a prompt could be it could even be like, you know, an image you have of a movie. Like one of our previous prompts was a cowboy walks into a bar. Or the last one we did
a romantic fan fiction between you guys.
Oh, okay. I would love that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. A romantic fan fiction between us.
It's already confusing enough that we play. There's two people named David in a fucking podcast. I'm going to write about two people named David in a script. This can only go well.
It could be Davey and Davo.
Yeah.
yeah. Which I think is what we were trying to do.
Yeah, we never established it.
But we've never brought it up to people. And people usually go Hernan, Lonstein.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Kayla, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. Also, I'm so bad like keeping up with people, so this was just great to hang out with you for an hour and a half.
Yeah, for sure.
Really, this podcast is just a way for David to reconnect with Montreal people.
Would you ever get guests to bring their own script?
Oh,
I mean, that would make it a lot longer, though.
Well, I mean, we could just do. We usually split these up in 2 episodes. Anyway, we'll just split up in 3 episodes.
Okay, cool.
That would be. I think our vision when we started this, because we didn't even have the idea of having people come on and read with us. Yeah. We were just trying to get better at writing, and also like without a format, we just weren't writing. So we were like, oh, at some point, people could bring their writing on, and we could read it together. That's definitely. I'd love that.
Kayla.
Yes.
Love you. Thank you again for joining us.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Love you, Kayla.
Hey, wait, can I plug something?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, my God. And we'll put it at the top, too.
Yeah, we'll put all your stuff.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at Infinite Pest, or you can follow me on Twitter at The Infinite Pest. But I'm also doing this little... I don't know if any of your listeners are Big Brother fans, but I'm doing a Big Brother Canada kind of breakdown recap podcast, and it's called BB Can 9 Breakdown, and it's like on I don't even know what this guy's YouTube channel is. Los Tabernakos. And whatever. Yeah. I'll send it to you. I'll send you all the stuff. Thank you so much.
Of course, this will all be in the description.
I'm a huge Big Brother fan as well, so I've seen you posting about it. Yeah. I really wanted. I know you were trying to get on the Canada one, right?
Yeah.
I would have loved you in that.
I know, me too. Next year.
Next year.
We should run a Montreal Comedians Big Brother house.
The last one standing would just be Vance and Walter, the last one standing.
Oh my God. You think so?
Yeah, they last longer than anyone
else. There's no way Vance makes it to the end. And I hope he sees
Vance would wander outside. He's like, wait, I left? I can't come back in? Fuck.
Actually, maybe he would carry it, but he wouldn't. He'd be like, wait, I just won? Like, he'd be surprised.
Yeah, exactly.
God, so good. Jason Selland, first one out.
Oh, easily.
Oh my God. Too strong.
Kayla, well, thank you so much again. And
thank you again for having me, you guys. It was so much fun. I'm excited to see what you guys write next.
So are we.
Yeah. Gonna be a romance.
Oh, yeah.
Special thanks to our guest, Kayle de Leon. Follow her on Instagram at Infinite Pest or on Twitter at The Infinite Pest. Watch her break down Big Brother at BB Can 9 on the Los Tabernakos channel. Look forward to the next prompt where the Davids have to write a romantic story about their friendship. Thanks for listening.